Hello, everybody, and welcome to the webinar this afternoon. I'm just going to give this a couple of seconds to allow our attendees to join so that you guys can get out of the waiting room and into the live session. So, yes, I can see people joining now. Brilliant. Okay, so this afternoon, the webinar from Ecoprod, we're talking about using smart washroom technology to save water, cut costs, and improve hygiene. Before we get into the core of the presentation, I've just got a few kind of housekeeping points. We are recording the session today so that we can get a link to you probably tomorrow morning so that you can watch the session back at your leisure, share it with colleagues, etc. In that email with a link to the recording, there'll also be an opportunity to download the slides. So the materials and the links and things like that that we're sharing with you today will all be available for you to follow up with. If you're interested in running a session like this, a closed session like this for a group of colleagues or for your organisation, we do that kind of thing. Please just get in touch and we can organise that for you. And you'll notice as you join that your lines are all muted. So whilst you can hear us, we can't hear you. But we do still invite questions, please. You can either use the chat function or the Q&A function in the bottom of your control panel. Either of those is fine. Please ping over questions as they occur to you. We can answer some of them by kind of through the chat in the background, but we do leave some time at the end of the agenda so that I can ask those questions live of our presenter. So the agenda, we go through a few introductions, and then the kind of smart washroom tech that we're going to cover today is we're going to talk about self-cleaning urinals, a little bit about smart water management systems, and some of the technology that feeds into those smart water management systems, including smart showers, sensor taps, and some of the other touch-free solutions. Talk a little bit about choosing the right sensor tap for your washroom, for your environment. And as I said, we'll finish off with some time for questions that we can ask of our presenter. So people who we've got on the line today, my name is Rachel. I'm on the business development team here at Ecoprod. I have our managing director, Marcus Rose, with me, and Marcus is our main presenter for today. So Marcus, I think if I hand it to you from here.
Thank you, Rachel, and good afternoon to everyone in the audience who's joined us today. Before I start to go through the presentation, I thought I would just give everyone a bit of background about Ecoprod. So the beginnings of Ecoprod evolved during the year 2006, where I could see a need to address the issues of water and energy saving within commercial washrooms. Back then, we'd come through 3 consecutive dry winters and then a spring drought. And so the concept of ecological and economical products was born. And just to explain, I'm a mechanical engineer of trade and training with circa 30 plus years of experience in the industry. At Ecoprod, the whole sales team take a consultative approach to sales, whereby we engage with our clients and prospects to firstly understand their needs and wants. This is then backed up by technical knowledge and support to deliver best practice solutions within the washroom environment. Water saving obviously is our passion, where we aim to achieve a return on investment timeline through projected savings achieved. This is also coupled with reduction in reactive maintenance through the introduction of high quality products that have design features that reduce maintenance. We work very closely with the high quality product brands we represent here in the UK and are often selected for new product development. The purpose of this webinar is to convey that we need to look seriously at our washroom environments. For those of us in facility management, we have a duty of care to advise best practice. Along with that, we need to also understand the responsibility upon us for water management, quality and control. I appreciate that's a huge subject and no two buildings are the same, but with the current environment we now find ourselves engulfed in, we must start looking at these requirements as we have a legal obligation to do so. So this is exactly why we've put together this webinar, to show how smart washroom technologies not only meet the demands of the 2021 washroom expectations, but significantly reduce water usage, maintain high levels of hygiene, that's both personal and within services, plus are also sustainable on all fronts. There's just a screenshot there of some of our clients here in the UK. So the first product we're going to discuss is the new self-cleaning urinal from Urimat. So just to give everyone some background, Urimat is the leading manufacturer of waterless urinal technologies and have been so since 1998. This Swiss concept has won many awards, accreditations and certificates in many countries, not least here in the UK. We have installed this range of urinals across every sector of industry, be that sport and leisure, retail, government, both central and local, healthcare, manufacturing, education, etc. And our largest single installation is at the new Tottenham Stadium. Ecoprod have represented Urimat here in the UK since 2007. As a group, they have global success in many countries with their leading waterless urinal technology that has worldwide product patents. Urimat have a policy of continuous improvement, which we at Ecoprod are asked to assist with in terms of research and development, including field trials. The relatively recently launched self-cleaning urinal is a testament to that ambition for superior washroom solutions that deliver savings, hygiene, and a pleasant user experience. So, how do self-cleaning urinals work? What makes this product unique? So you have a fully automated and individually programmable cleaning interval. So underneath the MB active trap, which is in the base of the urinal there, which contains the spray head, beneath that there is a motor and an SD card, which that data is actually stored on. Underneath the urinal, you have the built-in cleaning fluid dispenser, which is directly connected to the MB active trap arrangement, and the motorized pump pumps the liquid MB active cleaner to the spray head for operation. As I say, it automatically releases the MB active cleaner solution at regular intervals, which are programmable. The benefits of self-cleaning urinals: shortens the amount of cleaning work required, reduces manual cleaning to bare minimum. There is a green to red LED light that lets you know when the cleaning fluid needs replacing. It's very visible from the top of the urinal, saves considerable cost and reduces water usage, ensures pleasant ambience in washrooms, and there's a link on the slide there to find out more on our website. The second product we're going to discuss is smart water management systems from CONTI Plus, known as CNX. Just to give the audience some background to CONTI, they are a major brassware and systems manufacturer for predominantly the commercial washroom environment. They have many distribution operations globally, and their products have won many awards. Ecoprod have been associated with CONTI here in the UK since 2009, and with that collaboration developing over time, we are now the importer distributor for the UK region. Like Urimat, they spend considerable resources in product development and are a systems-driven manufacturer, delivering washroom solutions coupled with sustainable and hygienic product USPs not seen with other manufacturers. So CNX, one of the increasing demands within the washroom environment is accountability when it comes to water hygiene. The age-old practice of engineers visiting areas to record tap temperatures and run taps on an ad hoc program simply isn't good enough. Plus, the reporting process is flawed as it is manual, and this data can often be manipulated to be seen to be accurate. I'm not implying anything in making that statement. I've witnessed it many times in my role as a mechanical engineer. So why is CNX the solution? So a smart water management system is a way of linking and controlling all water delivery outlets within a building. We can remotely report and control the functionality of these outlets with some of the operations listed there below: temperature, hygiene flushes, thermal flushes, flow times, and flow volumes. Benefits of CONTI Plus CNX: one controller for up to 150 taps or outlets. Integration of electronic taps from the entire CONTI Plus range. There's a generous network topology up to 350 meters. Electrical installation is low cost in a linear, star or tree layout. It's based on stable CNX technology. There is a tablet included with each installation, which has got an intuitive and straightforward user interface. Further additional benefits: data is transferred via LAN, WLAN, and Bluetooth technology is now available. Lifecycle data storage supports and ensures correct operation within drinking water installations. Reports are in PDF format or saved to an SD card. Protected against short circuit and reverse polarity. No loss of data in the event of a power cut. Easy integration and installation tailored to individual requirements. And you'll see on the slide there's a link for more information on our website. There's just a screenshot there of the various different layouts for the connection of the different products within the CNX system. CONTI Plus showers. So why should you specify or install CONTI Plus showers? I'm going to go through some bullet point features in the next two slides, but first an overview of some compelling benefits. The focus with CONTI is sustainability, hygiene, and reliable solutions when considering shower facilities. You've got uniformity of components across the whole product range. There's a convenient cleaning without additional water consumption due to the cleaning stop function. Both mechanical and electronic automatic shut-off with adjustable water running times to reduce consumption. Thermal disinfection, both manual and electronic control. Anti-scalding protection. And basically an innovative shower solution for any application. And I'm just going to touch on, before I move on, just going to touch on the latest addition. It's the CONTI Plus Comprimus shower panel. It's a world first with unique technology, and the patent is currently pending and has won the German Design Award. The thermostat E functionality is where the shower head connects directly to the multifunctional valve directly behind it, so there's no water column, thereby ensuring ultimate water hygiene. So what is a smart shower? A shower with electronic or manual controls, which allows a building manager to set specific parameters and controls remotely. Ability to remotely manage hygiene, undue consumption, temperatures and flushing, etc. And all the products pair with the CNX system and the service app for greater centralized control. Benefits of CONTI showers: electronic timer controlled operation, no risk of users leaving the shower running. Precision electronic control means there's no risk of the shower dripping after use. Programmable automatic hygiene flushes, which I touched on earlier. Shower panel is 100% antibacterial, and which means there's no visible water staining. Full access to the back of the shower for easy maintenance. Installations are customizable with a selection of different shower head options. All components in the shower are tested up to 80 degrees. The built-in angled soap tray ensures that no water can stay collected, and there's a link there to some more information on the website. And this is just a screenshot there of CONTI shower panels in installation. Sensor taps, third product we're going to discuss in this webinar. The need for hygiene security within the washroom environment has never been higher due to the social circumstances we're now experiencing. The use of taps is probably one of the highest touch points in the washroom, so the argumentation for sensor technology has never been higher as a standard specification. In fact, at Ecoprod, we are currently advising a number of clients, including some iconic venues here in the UK, on washroom upgrades to touch-free environments. Some of the early sensor technologies were problematic, with ghosting activations and generally poor performance. The CONTI Plus and miscea brands that we're going to present in the next few slides have advanced sensor technology not seen in other manufactured products. These sensor advancements mean that products self-commission. They also operate within the environment which they are installed, but above all, the sensor sensitivity levels can be adjusted using service app or remote controlled devices. So just some benefits on the CONTI range here: water savings of up to 70% compared to traditional taps. Completely hands-free, so protect against bacteria transfer. We have green energy options, solar and turbine upgrades that mean that the battery longevity is greatly increased because of those green energy options within the same product. Range of stylish and attractive designs. Low flow rate, as little as 1.9 litres per minute, as opposed to anything from 10 to 15 for a regular tap, maybe less, maybe more. Single Allen key to open the tap, so easy maintenance. And security shut off after 90 seconds. Modular design, quite key when it comes to washroom design and washroom fit out. Conti Service App, this is a new addition to the Conti offering. So it's a water management option between having nothing at all and the full CNX installation that we covered earlier. It allows for professional on-site management for taps and showers. You can optimize sensor ranges. You can program sanitary rinses. You can check and set water running times. It's Bluetooth connectivity to your smartphone. A very user-friendly and intuitive app interface, and you can save settings and user data. That's just a screenshot of the Conti Ultra, which is the product specified for Chester Zoo, a very high footfall washroom venue. Miscea. The Miscea tap dispenses water, soap and disinfection from one tap, completely hands-free. Hands-free temperature control as well with some of the ranges. It's ideal for healthcare, catering, other environments where hygiene is paramount, like laboratories, etc. Reduce water consumption again and save energy. Stylish award-winning design. Programmable dosage of 2 different liquid hand hygiene products. Typically it's disinfection and soap, or soap and barrier cream. And then in one of the ranges, we can dispense just 1 liquid only, which is typically soap. Use up to 70% less water than traditional taps. And there's a screenshot there of the Miscea Classic in wall mount version at one of our dental centre clients. Obviously, there's other smart washroom technologies which we haven't specifically touched on in this webinar. Touchless soap dispensers, touchless paper towel dispensers, IR sensors for WC flush control, low energy hand dryers, occupancy and footfall monitoring sensors. That's a question that's been asked of us since COVID hit a year ago. People wanting to know the footfall and occupancy levels of their washrooms. And then smart leak detection systems like the Aqualytics product that we partner with here at Ecoprod. So we trust you found the content of this webinar informative and inspiring. There's a resources page there, which you'll get all the links to when you get the follow-up tomorrow. And just to note that on Wednesday of this week, 28th, we have another webinar running how an effective water management strategy can save your business money and reduce your environmental impact. That's going to be run by Professor Jacob Tompkins of the Water Retail Company. So you've still got time to sign up to that webinar on Wednesday. So I'm now going to hand back to Rachel for the session of Q&A. Many thanks.
Thank you, Marcus. I've got a few. And as a reminder, if anyone else has questions, please use either the Q&A function or the chat function to send those through, because I'll be monitoring them while Marcus is speaking and answering these questions. The Miscea tap. Can you drink the water if soap is dispensed out of the same faucet?
Yes, you can, because this is one of the questions that got very stringently looked at when we went for RAS approval for the product. Because the soap outlets are X dimension away from the water outlet, means you can drink the water that's being dispensed, as long as it's potable water.
Okay, thank you. Back to CNX. You talked about one of the points on the slides was remote thermal flushing.
Correct.
How does that work?
It's all programmed through the interface, there are obviously levels of accessibility depending on what rights persons have got to the system. Obviously, with thermal flushing, it needs to be done in a safe environment. So the person responsible for setting up the system will set when that thermal flushing should happen. In other words, a time of no use. And that data or that functionality is locked. It can't be overridden. So thereby we ensure the safety of thermal flushing in terms of that operation in any building.
Okay, thank you. I've got a couple of questions about flow rate. Well, related to flow rate. What's the user experience on a low flow rate tap?
Yeah, it's a very good question. That we often get asked that. You wouldn't actually know with the Conti Ultra tap that you will only washing your hands in 1.9 litres per minute flow rate. Because we do a number of different aerators, we overcome that feeling of not using enough water. So you wouldn't actually know that you're washing your hands in that low flow rate, if that makes sense.
Okay, related to that is you mentioned 70%, being up to 70% being the amount of water that can be saved. Is it just the low flow rate that saves the water or something else?
No, obviously with sensor taps, you've got lots of parameters on those taps that can be adjusted, changed, etc. What you have got is you've got instant on and instant off if you want that functionality. You don't have to have instant off once the hand's been taken away from the tap, in other words, away from the sensor range. You can have that tap run on for a longer duration of time. For certain clients, we do that because they want to make sure that the content within the basin has been completely cleaned. It's not only the low flow rate. You need to remember that these taps can't be left on. So that up to 70% really is a guide to a traditional manual tap over a period of time.
Okay. Okay, there's a question about showers, and I think it must refer to the comprimer shower. You mentioned there's a design feature that means that there can be no standing water.
Correct. So the comprimer shower is a first. So the actual valve, the actual shower head connects to the valve directly behind it, and then the control, the user control at low level is electric feed between the controller and that valve that's directly behind the head. So there's no possibility of standing water left between the shower head and the valve once it's been turned off and not in use.
So the question there relates to the question is that a part of a Legionella control?
Absolutely is, correct.
Okay. I think I've got one more. I haven't seen any more come through. I've got one left, which is about right from the beginning, the self-cleaning urinals. Are those only available with a waterless urinal?
Yes, they are, correct. And Euromat have a worldwide patent on that product.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I can see anyone else is typing. Oh no, hang on. Is it true that you can't use water for cleaning Euromat waterless urinals? So how do you manage the challenges for cleaning staff?
That is correct. We've proved that the MB Active Cleaner product, because it's pH neutral, it's a spore-based bacteria, so it's very effective. We found that where clients keep to the cleaning regime using the MB Active Cleaner, they find the longevity of the cartridges is better, and they find that the washroom experience from users is much better. Sure, there's no point having a waterless urinal technology and then using water to clean it, because all you're doing is you're going back to the age-old problem of the calcium in the water reacting with uric acid in the urine, which is why urinal systems of low flow water often have a higher maintenance regime associated with them, because that level of concentration between the calcium in the water and the uric acid is at its optimum for the formation of urine stones. Eradicate the calcium and the problem won't exist.
So you either need all water or no water, not a small amount of water.
Correct.
Yeah. So in terms of how you manage that with cleaning staff, when people work with Ecoprod, there's a handover process and a training process.
Yes,
and
that's correct. And then there's obviously, we've got the training videos on the website, and everyone gets a follow-up to those links on the website. And what we do is we encourage persons that are running, a sizable janitorial team to every now and again just go onto the website and go through a refresher on the cleaning and maintenance of the Urimat technology.
Wonderful, thank you. I don't think there are any more that have popped in while you were talking. So with that, then I'm going to say thank you very much to everybody who attended. As I mentioned at the beginning, we'll get both the recording and a link to the slides out to you tomorrow morning once everything is processed. And thank you very much, Marcus, for your presentation. And hopefully we'll see some of you on one of our webinars soon. Thank you.